Morning, Dowse.
Morning.
Before we start, you've got Matt Winter as a special guest today.
Yeah, my goalkeeping coach here does a fantastic job for us. So he's got some news about all the youths and academies and the girls. So fire away, man.
Yeah, some important games for our youth sides and the ladies this weekend. The under-15s are playing Billericay away. If they win that game, they'll win the league. Our under-11s are playing West Brom Academy in the cup semi-final over at Ash Manor School. It's 11 o'clock kick-off, so if you are around, please try and pop over. And also our under-10s are in a cup semi-final this weekend, so really good for those three sides. Also, our ladies team are away at Yateley this weekend, 2 o'clock kick-off. If results go their way, they can win the league then. If not, Tuesday here at the ground, they've got Binfield at home, which if they win that, they will clinch the league. Free entry and 7:45 kick-off.
Okay,
Brilliant. Good luck to all concerned, okay? Wish you well.
Thanks, Matt. Right then, Dowse, a week of two halves, I think it might be described as, really. Today's interview is going to be very different to what it might have been had we not had the game on Monday. I think you'd agree.
A little bit. I didn't really... we were poor on Friday. We were poor. In fact, we're crap, to be honest. But very good on Monday. But the interview wouldn't have changed that much because we've got to win a game tomorrow. But the playoffs, we're second best side in the league. I thought that all along, to be honest. So yes, it's disappointing on Friday, but you've got to get over it. It's time of the season, you've got to get over it, like, you know, and the heckling, the stick you get and all that, you know, some it's awful, like some it's anything. I shouted back and at people in Murnau's corner and other people. I got in the ball and I get heckled. I don't mind that because that's on me, because that's my team I put out there. I've got that completely. Me, Matt, and Ian, we went doing the Blackie's pub and you get a bloke, pretend he gives his season ticket back, and it's this crap, and all those fun people that don't mind that. But when you stand there and you're getting people saying to take Rossi off because he's hopeless and he should never put a shirt on again, and people shouldn't pick up their wages and all that, you know, that's useless. That's not good for us whatsoever. That's twisted thinking. The supporters who went to Dulwich are unique, and our supporters have been great, and that's why I keep saying they drowned the other ones out. Stick's fine, but when you've got 4 games to live your dream and you've got people saying that he should, you're Concord's best player, Rossi, and all that, you know, it's obviously I'm going to shout back at him because that's my player and I've got to protect him. So hopefully I did, and then they shout at me, which is fine when you put a performance like that. But if tomorrow or the playoff comes like that, we need a supporter, so just give it me, but expect to get a shout back because I've never believed in it. I've never believed in a fan coming and shouting abuse. Stick, yeah, Dowse, crap and all that, you know, not a problem, but not abuse. I think that's crap. And I had to tell the lads that after the game, saying, listen, we let's stick together here, and that's why we're doing a huddle next to the supporters and say, listen, we're all together, because there's an anger to it. If it's an anger in your eye, I can see anger in their faces where they're frothing out their mouth and all that, you know. And players, imagine I'll say to the supporter, you be on the pitch, and imagine getting that abuse on the pitch when you're second top of the league and you've done ever so well for the club and you're dying to live the dream and getting a Premier and 3 games away from it now. To get that stick, it's not right, like, you know what I mean? I didn't believe in it at all. But I'd rather me get it, but expect a shout back because I didn't believe in it. So what's the point of me changing for them? I wouldn't do it. So if I hear rubbish shouting, like, I'll shout back on. And I think it's out of order. I really do. That's my opinion.
Okay, when I said the interview would be different, I meant because we wouldn't have had Monday's game to talk about. If it was an ordinary week, we'd only have what was Fridays rather than Saturday. Yeah. But anyway, we do have Mondays because it did happen, etc. But having said that, you said some very, very forthright things after last Friday, particularly about, you said there's something wrong in the dressing room. When you mentioned that, did you mean there's something actually negative in there, or that there's something missing?
I didn't realise I said that, to be honest. Something wrong. I said it wasn't right. Obviously the game wasn't right and the players weren't right, and we went down to Truro and watched them how the game plan didn't work, and I didn't think we played very well at all. So obviously something's not right there. But not that can't get switched around. On Monday we went to the game. Yeah. The staff met early. We were positive in the change room. I says, we're with you. Let's all be together. And when you have a bad day at the office, you just get on for it, like, you know. But obviously I'm the worst loser in the world anyway. But when you're thinking, it might come out wrong, actually, Carl. I know there's never anything wrong in personnel in the dressing room. It's just we're doing play well, there is something wrong. I'm always a big believer you've got to win a game of football, and we've got to tell the players how to win it, and we go out there and do it, and it's majority them. But you know, nothing bad if we still can't turn around. I'm simple as that, you know. I just You'll go to work and everybody goes to work and you have a bad week at work. And if you have a bad week at work, you just got to make sure next week's better. It's the same as football. So I never had any problems about. I always knew that once we get a result, it'll be fine. I've always said we'll get promoted. I have said that. So it's one of them where I was just firming about attitude on Friday because I thought, everybody will be. I've been asked a lot of times about what I think, where it went wrong here, where it went right there, and I'll tell you the truth because if it's wrong, it's wrong. We went to Torquay all the way. First, second, all the time. Second. And when Torquay got there, we looked and you're in the playoffs anyway, and I didn't think there was all that much to play for because we're 8 points second place, 10 points second place, and it's like pre-season again. You're playing these matches. Of course, you want to win them, but you know if you lose them, it's not the end of the world because you know that you're in the playoffs anyway. And I think we took the foot in the gas as it were. You can go in the change room. Yeah, there's only Torquay where we're excellent. That was a massive game. So I had no doubt about these players in big games. No doubt. Saturday was the first time we had to win. For a long time, we had to win on Monday. We had to win because we knew if we won, we'd be hopefully second and all that, and which we have done. So I always thought that Torquay having it now since they've won the title, have lost the last 2 games, and I always thought that a little bit of players, what I've got in the room, and you got to know your players. I always thought we need something to play for, and a lot of players like our body language has changed. If you don't have to win the game. You have everybody saying, oh well, if we lose, we're still going to be second. If we lose, we're still going to be second. And I think it's been a bit of mentality. Not by us as a management, but by everybody in general. And I just think it took its toll on Friday, where I had to say, listen, hold on a minute, we've got to get back together here. Me as a manager, staff, players, and I think it did do on Monday, to be honest.
Absolutely.
But I think it's a lot. They say Torquay's exactly the same. They've won it now. Last 2 games have been beaten by bottom teams because it's hard to go again. No, it's not. We'll get Saturday out of the way, then it's the 2 biggest games of the season then, and I'm sure the lads will be up for it. In fact, I know they will be.
Yeah. We sat here last Thursday was in fact actually, wasn't it, and talked about how penalties had dried up, and then lo and behold the very next day
get one.
You put Hodgie on as a sub, what happens? He goes and drives in the box and wins a penalty.
I know, amazing, isn't it?
Did you have any qualms about using him given that he'd had his long flights and all that sort of stuff, which is well known, I think?
Yes, I did, I did. I had qualms about it, but yeah, there's a couple of things you're thinking, him and obviously a couple of people being injured for long periods, and you do have your things about that, but the bottom line is I always believe that when it comes to this, you've got to try to get your players who can win a game of football. I'll make changes tomorrow, I will. Can't feel I had to. It'll be not loads, but there'll be a few little changes there because some people need 90 minutes and some people need a breather going into the last week. So there's 1 or 2 who can't get injured, I think. But you have your qualms about it because he did have time away, but he's come on and nicked a penalty. Fair play to the lad. And he come on Monday as well. So he'll be around it the next couple of weeks because we need somebody like him when the game does dry up and it does open up. I think he will be important in the playoffs to drive up people and things like that too.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn to Monday then. You've mentioned already that you had the sort of the group huddle on the pitch. What did the referee think about that? When he's got the whole lot of you on there and walking over to the fans. He's waiting to kick off.
We've done it against Swindon. I remember going against Swindon saying just go over there and let them know that we appreciate it being there because there was a lot of negativity around the place, rightly so. I'm not knocking all this me getting stick thing on Friday. If you play like that, you're going to get stick. I just do it like abuse. And I said, listen, we can't go against them here. I think it shook some of the lads, me personally, and all that, I know people say, you got to take stick. Not that stick you do it. Not that stick. You got to take, it's crap, but not, you should never play for a club again. You can't hold the best player. Useless. Nobody should ever take that in any football club. But anyway, I said, but we need them because our supporters are fantastic and we can get us through the line. So let's go and see them and say, listen, thanks for coming. We really appreciate you making an effort coming along there and let's do it then. So we've all got in the huddle, but Casey's got to talk. He's a leader because once we walk off the pitch, he's got a leader on the pitch. So I said, you talk, not me. We'll get the huddle together and you come out with it and all that. And you did do. We had all the subs there, we had all the stuff there, and we've got to be as one. And that's what we'll let it be for the next 3 games.
Right. And what did he say in that huddle?
Just come on, it's us, and it's us. We've just got to crack on. And we've had a blip, as we all know. Everybody knows that. So it's like, let's be together. There's a one, So it's just one of them chats, really, right. So it's something like that was like just a very let's have a go at it, and everybody joined in on it. To be honest, So it's fantastic. There's about 95 people in the circle. To be fair,
yeah, there was.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to Josh and captaincy in a moment, but first I wanted to mention Musa. Who again we talked about last week, and I'd said he's got his head on loads of free kicks in the box and none of them had gone in and so on, and lo and behold he goes and gets his head on one and scores the goal, and by I'm sure very common consent. It was by far his best game, and there were people at the end were shouting Musa man of the match from the terraces to him,
lovely.
and all this. And then, as you're probably aware, I spoke with him afterwards on camera, and what a nice man, what an amazingly lovely man.
He came to my house. He did. He stayed when he first come over. I Hampton, all like, you know. There was a lady, my little girl was only that big, and I said, I've got somebody next door. When you open the doors, oh my word, and all like, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think he's famous. But a lovely guy. He does things which, you know, when he lives in Paris. I don't know if he told you about. So he lives in Paris, and what he used to do in his spare time, he'll go and get sheets and give them to the homeless and give them to sleep in. And I think that's a nice thing to do. When we were at Hampton, I got him fixed up somewhere at one of the churches around the corner. Put him up in this room, and he used to walk along. It used to be a tramp who lay on the seat. He used to give him money. Like a $5 and a 10. That's the next thing to do. It shows a lot of models what to do. So I always knew he was a good lad. I don't think he's had the best of time since he's been here, to be honest. I think he, you know, the only thing is he's getting stick where the other centre halves are making ever after a time against the Baths and against the Torquays and against Concord, and also Musa's crap. And you're thinking, well, be fair, because, you know, we weren't defending well as a group. I thought we defended well Saturday, but my goalkeeper my back forward back on it when they haven't been in the last couple of weeks. But I thought he was getting the brunt of it, to be honest. I did, but I don't think he'd done anything to see or tell you that's why he's played at a higher level, except for Monday where he had his best game. So he's got to move on forward now. I've been ringing him up. I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
You know, and just say, listen, because if you believe in something, you stick with it. You don't have to be stubborn. You got to stick with it. So if I believe in a player, and I believe in what he can give with, and I stick with it, and that's what I've tried to do, stick with it. And I thought Cookie was man of the match. Me personally, I thought Cookie was outstanding. I did. Right back, I did, and back forward, back to normal. So is my goalkeeper. So that was nice to know. But he's a great kid. Honestly, he's a nice, genuine, humble man. And but if he had a bad game Monday, then I would have to put my hands up. But again, I'll go back. If you can get your coaching staff saying things to you, your chairmen, you can get whatever saying to you. But if you if you stick to your guns, what you believe in, you'll feel by that, and that's why you'll do well at it, whatever it is. So I'm well aware that I'll stick my neck on him because I think he's that good a lad. I really do.
Yeah, I think that that interview has provoked more reaction online than any other I've done all season. And one person said it was possibly the best player interview ever. So Musa did himself a massive amount of good in PR terms, if you like.
Yeah, but because I speak better English than he does, isn't it?
No, I think they could understand him. Yeah.
No, cheers.
He, as you rightly say, he came across as being very humble, very honest, very straightforward. But I think he melted everyone's hearts when he said his wife and children had gone back to live in France because they
lucky sod, didn't he?
Couldn't get on it.
I know what's happened to me. Yeah, I was a lucky lad. It melted his heart. I would have went, get in there. That's the one, innit? Keep them outside the fence. That's all I say about David.
You're talking about a 4-month-old baby.
That mother's there, wasn't it? He's doing a few nappies and all that document. We've all done it, haven't we? Anyway.
No comments.
You're a bottler, you, Rumsey. I'll tell you, a bottler. Right, okay, now I'm only joking. Yeah, he's a lovely man, and he will go back and see his wife, and hopefully we can get him here next season and bring his wife over. That's what the plan is, my own self.
Brilliant.
Whatever I leave with him.
And lastly on Musa, he said that he mentioned that you'd been ringing him up every day to cheer him up and give him confidence. And he said that part of the reason we'd come was in order to start enjoying his football again. And he said Monday was the first time he'd really enjoyed playing football again.
I could tell that. There's a couple of things that happened. He made that tackle.
Yes.
And I think people clapped him for the first time.
Yes.
Because you get people who give him stick, and he's not daft, and but he's also not daft. He hasn't played that well. But also knowing, I saw signs. I think he'll get him right. He just needed a good game, so he'll be fine now. You know, and stuff in there, because the people will see and they say. I think it was a big thing. Our supporters singing his name. I think that meant a lot to him, and you could see him growing in confidence and winning headers again, and and stuff, and so he's just got to improve. And they say he hasn't quite done it in the last couple of games, but you're only as good as your last games this year. So hopefully he can move on. But he's a great lad. But I have been trying to bring him because you just need that. It is a lonely place to be if you're away. Joking aside what I said before. If he's in your house by himself and away from maybe his family, and it is a lonely place, so he needs to focus. And that's why I just ring him up to see how he is really. And and he'll move on now. He'll be fine.
Sure. Well, if you're as good as your last game, he's pretty good at the moment.
Yeah.
I said I wanted to talk about captaincy and Josh. Last year's manager wasn't he sort of took the view that didn't really matter who was the captain. He said, I want a whole team of captains and all that sort of thing. You take a very different approach, don't you? Because for you, the captain is a lot more than someone who goes out and calls heads or tails with the ref. A lot more.
Aye, you do. I can understand what your ex-manager was saying, because you want that, but you do need a captain. You need somebody to lead it and all that, and you try to get 3 or 4 men on the players. I call them minders. I do. Every job I go to, you try to get minders, because what minders do on the door, they keep the crap out. And that's what you want in a change room, where you get the minders in there to keep all the rubbish out from what you're going to do. And Casey does it very well. I took him for a pint down Blackie's pub last Monday. Somebody got a deal. I took him for a drink there, and he, in fact, he was sick on the way back on the train, so it must have been the beer, Blackie's beer. So don't go down Blackie's pub, anybody. Stay away from it, because the beer's crap. So he went to, he blinked and. Well, I had a chat about it and was said, like, listen, I've got to do my job a bit better, but he's got to do his better as well, and all that, and get the lads organised, because you do need somebody in there who will go against you as well, not to be on my side all the time. I don't mind getting together and say, oh, look at Jody idiot moaning again, look at Tip, whatever, because I do moan and all that, a lot. So he needs to get everybody together behind my back, because you need him, because managers will talk on here and managers will sit here, and when I go, you'll get the next bloke coming in and what again, I run the change room, I'm in charge of that, but you don't run it, because when you're not in the change room, which is a lot of the time, the players run it, so you need a couple of players around it who do run it properly for you, and that's why we brought Michael Kamara back to the club. Will he get much game time? He hasn't, but at the same time, the standards he sets around the players are better than most in the league, so you get them sort of players around you, and Casey does that very well, because obviously he'll wipe the floor for all the player of the year awards, won't he, and stuff like that, he will, rightly so. Son of Dowse, it's not like that. I told he gets a lot more stick out of me, but I do know he's our best player, cards on the table. I do know that his consistency week in, week out, so that goes in line as well, so hopefully he does a good job, and he made a good speech last week, and stuff, so, because sometimes managers, like me said, he can't shut us up, you talk all the time, you need the player, why are you smiling for it, David?
The thought of anybody trying to shut you up amused me.
Right, okay, you crack on for your interview, son.
Let's change subject. Armani.
Yes.
What's his situation with regard to cards, yellow cards, and is there likely to be or could there be a problem?
Do you think so? I haven't looked at it yet. I think I get wiped out doing that certain, so you can have more. I don't know. So he's fine. He's fine for the semis. He's fine for that, and. It's one of the ones you think would give him a breather to tomorrow a little bit. I think it might do, because he's been excellent for him. He really good. He's been brilliant. So he's fine. And we need people like that. If we're gonna have win the playoffs and all that, you need people like that player. And so he's done great for us. I think his yellow cards are all right, but he has picked up too many and all that.
I read somewhere that he's on 14.
Is that right?
So I was worried about if he got 15. But then if they're wiped out for the playoffs, it wouldn't matter. Wiped out.
But I see that if you get sent off for Saturday, you miss the following week. So we'll have a look at that. But I think I know about the.
I'm not guaranteeing that number's correct, but I've seen.
Get your facts right before you start saying that. Please do it. I will have a look at that deal. So it's a good point. But nothing's been. Usually Jeff Chappell will say it as Dowse, sure. Blah blah. So nothing's been said. So I sometimes think that nothing's been said. I'll just leave it.
Right.
But since you brought it up, I'll have to bring that up now. Do everything else.
Someone should find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've talked about selection for Saturday already. Of course, the situation, we didn't know this till last Monday, but the situation is that the result can't affect anybody else in terms of Gloucester's position, and the same for ourselves.
Yes.
So does that give you licence to basically pick whoever you like? You don't have an obligation to other teams at the bottom to play the strongest team?
I think one or two might need a little bit of a breather from it, to be honest. One or two don't, because one or two need to play themselves into form. And so there'll not be mass changes, but there will be one or two, undoubtedly. If Gloucester were different and we had to win for somebody else to save somebody else, I would have put the full whack out, because that's fair on the team's own. But at the minute, we're a player who feels right. I want to look at a couple of things last night. One or two little niggles, to be honest. If people are playing through 1 or 2 inches, which some will do, we need to just stay out of it to give them a little fresh thing for next week, because we'll train Tuesday, Thursday. We'll go to a hotel Saturday to prepare for the Sunday's game, so it's all about that, really, to be honest. It is. Like, listen, any game of football, is important. People say about the home form, but the home form's good. It's the third best in the league. The home form, we've won, except for Welling and Torquay, we've won 12 games down here, which is the third best in the league. So we're not that fussed about the home form, just people, because of the form late. away form, else you would be in the best in the league. So and that's why we're second top. So it's nothing about we're looking forward to a home game. I get quite excited because people are still coming in getting tickets for the semi-final. That's the one we're gearing up to. So Saturday's game, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday night at the hotel, preparing for the game Sunday. That's what we're thinking of now.
Right. And last question, in your training Tuesday and Thursday that you just referred to, are you going to practice penalties?
And we've already been doing it.
Already been doing it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I did the already been doing it. And what we do, after every training session, we'll get them to when we finish on 11 against 11, we'll do different penalty takers, different, and we'll also next week we'll be bringing different keepers in from outside. So the lad doesn't know the keeper, because if you know your keeper, like the keepers we got will know what way to go, some aims and whatever. So we'll bring somebody in from the outside to come in, and we've been doing that because I lost on penalties last year. So it's something that got me mind and all that, So so it's one if you can just get that little percentages around. And listen, the board have backed us, which I appreciate, are going in a hotel Saturday night, and if I can get a percentage out of every player, 11 players, that's 11 more percent will go into the game. If we get this penalty stuff right, that could be a percentage as well. It's all about getting the percentages right, So I'm a big believer in all that,
Brilliant. An impressive level of detailed preparation, and we'll look forward to the game tomorrow with no pressure on for either us or Gloucester.
Oh, I mean,
so it'll be a feast of football
honestly,
entertainment.
I'm going to turn up at 5 to 3 tomorrow. Sunglasses on and all that. Trendy as you like. Wear me jeans and stuff
like. My
Oh,
shirts.
no, that's how I do it. No, let's skip that one, please. Listen, it's all you've got to win a game of football, but I'm being honest, it's not the top of my priority. Yes, to win a game in front of supporters because they're paying to get in. Yes, to put on a performance. Whoever players wants to be pushing for the slot next week. But let's get the cards on the table. We need to win 2 games to get promotion, and that's what the dream has been all season. So nothing changes now.
Right, excellent. See you tomorrow.
No magic. No.